Watercolor is sometimes I feel like water paint for me. That is an interesting structure.
The way she observed the architecture.
Ooh, the light. Yes, yes, yes. I love the reflection and then the movement of water.
What inspired you to paint this?
It's a striking blue building there.
A lot of watercolor artists, that's their goal, to get into this society.
It's so interesting to see the way that somebody who's not from here can see the uniqueness.
My name is Inae Kim, and here I am. This neighborhood I'm thinking about because the house is so cute, and then the color is bright. So I think it will be good place to find us. My name is Inae Kim from South Korea. The light is, for me, is God. So God is here, so I'm gonna just look around and find the perfect spot with the perfect light.
Inae is an accomplished Nova Scotian painter.
That's different perspective for sure.
She found her way to her art and then to this province by continuously seeking new challenges.
My hometown is Cheongju, is the center of the Korea, but I lived in Seoul maybe 3 or 4 years. Seoul right now is 10 million people. It's fun city for sure, but it's crowded. Every bit of the land is like tall buildings. It's very, very fast moving. So when I came here, it's sometimes annoying because Canada is not really fast enough. But right now I'm comfortable with that pace. It's whole my life, I just sketch all the time. Red door. In my desk, I sketch something, and then my mom thought it's a bag of me. Oh, maybe Inae is studying, but not really. I'm sketching all the time. Okay, here. And then the first thing I got to recognize the public. I think I was grade 5 or 6. I just paint my elementary school. I'm drawn to the buildings or structures. And then I got the first prize in nation. So I was, I must be good something, right? Yeah. When I was in high school, I have to decide which university I should go, right? Maybe I'm gonna study English or history or something, and then just cross out. I don't wanna study any of it. And then just the last one is art. I would like to study art. My parents worry about because being an artist. Maybe I'm struggling with money, or maybe I'm not stable. Especially my dad is not really approve about my decision. So, okay, I'm gonna do the hunger strike. So, yeah. So 1 month I didn't eat at home, which is striking for my parents and me too. So my father said, okay, go to the art school, but you have to study being an art teacher, not artist. So that started. After graduating to that school, I was hired at graphic design for 1 year. And then I thought, no, this is not my way to go. After that, I teach children's and the middle school, like junior high, for 3 years. And then at that age, it's a society said you got meet somebody and get married. So I met my husband in Seoul. And then 6 months later, I got pregnant, raised my 2 kids.
After 30 years of living in Korea, Inae began thinking of a new challenge.
Okay, what about just living the other country to have a different experience? So we decided to come to Canada. So it's really settle down in Toronto first. Because a big city and then maybe easy to get a job. But we didn't get the job. It's so expensive. We have to make money for living, right? Okay, maybe we're gonna just find some small city. Maybe the price is not really big as in Toronto.
It was then that a friend suggested that they come explore Nova Scotia.
We just loved it because it's like a surrounding ocean, and then the size is really perfect for us, and then raising kids is really good, way better than Toronto. After 1 year or less than 1 year, my husband got a job in here, which is so bizarre. I thought we're gonna get a job at Toronto, but my husband got a job in here. When my kids in junior high, I thought, okay, maybe I'm gonna do something for me. I'm gonna join the watercolor class. I think the teacher trained us to see where is the light part, where is the darkest, and then the shape of it, and how is the best composition. I just fall in love with it. It's just crazy about it. Watercolor is sometimes I feel like water paint for me. Feels like it. Because it's when I just put the water and then paint just to drop. And then paint just to spread. It's not really my intention. It's like just a flow.
Inae's classmates immediately recognized her promise as a painter.
She was detailed, just beyond. And I mean, lots of basic talent, but years of working on skill.
Being an artist, it's kind of a dream. It's not really, I thought it's not really a real job. But once I started watercolor, I feel, oh, I'm good at something. Even though I didn't make any money, I have to do it. Yep. I need more sun, more.
The way she observed the architecture in Halifax and in the local landmarks, and being able to record that detail. I had the feeling I was watching a master in action.
I like this painting because it's a street scene. I love buildings. I think as people know. And I love North End because there are just some beautiful structures. And then the first piece is got sold, like the first day. So, okay, that is encouraging, right? So, okay, maybe I should do it. I should keep doing it, yeah. That is an interesting structure, for sure. Ooh, the light. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's very interesting. Especially I like chasing the light, take tons of pictures, and then come back here and then just to look through it, which one is good. Which is good. I'm gonna put the line there. After that, I do the small sketch with the pencil and black and white, and then, okay, maybe that looks good on big scale, and then I'm gonna start the painting. Oh, I can see the dark here too, so I'm gonna put more dark.
There's one piece that has two Nova Scotian pieces of architecture, and they're both kind of dissected.
Probably that's me, between two cultures.
Living in two vastly different cultures has enabled Inae to see Nova Scotia in a unique light.
So it's like I'm not really belong to Canadian. I'm not really belong to Korea. But I love it. I love having between two cultures. Right now, I'm doing the bigger version of the sketch, but I'm using brushes with the color, just one color, just to see it fit this canvas. And then actually, I'm gonna put more colors. This is really easy to dry, and then more freedom to fix it.
She's exploring local architecture, so there's a lot of streetscapes, historical buildings, and their specific architecture that's really unique to Nova Scotia.
And it does have a connection to the fact that Seoul, Korea, is so entirely different from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Seoul there is no small houses like that. There is no bright color. It's almost everything is gray and tall, ugly buildings. That's why when I moved in here, I just fascinating of the small buildings with like bright colors. And every building has a story.
It's so interesting to kind of see the way that somebody who's not from here can see the uniqueness in our society as Nova Scotia, in the history behind our buildings and our streetscapes.
Some of those landmarks are no longer there, so in many ways she has preserved some of Nova Scotia's history.
I know there's one piece that has two Nova Scotian pieces of architecture, and they're both kind of dissected. So you can see half of two buildings and they're side by side. And it kind of represents her perspective being from two different cultures, living in Nova Scotia and being a Korean.
Probably that's me. Probably that's me. That's why I'm so drawn to that kind of subject. There you go. So usually sky. This is just a first layer. Simply just to put the color. And then I'm gonna focus on more details.
The continued progression of Inae's work brings about an important distinction.
One of our artists encouraged me to join Canada Watercolor Society. It's really hard to get in, maybe less than 10 people per year.
A lot of watercolor artists, that's their goal, to get into this society. And she did. And she did the first time she tried. And that also is quite unusual.
Yeah, it's a big deal, especially as someone who do the watercolor. Yeah. I can't believe how I did.
As a group of artists, we were very proud that Inae was able to establish that so quickly.
I feel like I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. And then my father and my mom, they are really happy, and then they are kind of released. Maybe didn't believe my ability to be a painter, but Inae will be okay. Mm-hmm.
Inae's acceptance into the Watercolor Society would bring further attention from the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia.
People have begun to recognize that she's skilled in representing a common experience, a common feeling that we've all kind of felt in moving through the spaces of Nova Scotia and seeing the world around us. Her work spoke for itself and people noticed it right away.
I've been waiting so long for accepted that art gallery, so I was really, really excited for sure.
She wasn't there very long before she was featured artist. You get a whole wall to yourself. You have an opening ceremony. The thing about showing your artwork in a gallery is you have to be able to produce a lot of artwork. A lot of your work is on display, And then if it sells, which hers does, then you have to produce something equally good to be able to put on that wall in the sold painting's place.
So this one, I sold the print at the Costco. I love the reflection and then the movement of water. Costco is realize I'm artist and then contact me, okay, we do have a special event for local artists. So they make a copy of your art and then they're gonna sell it. So I did 2 lighthouse, but one of them is color, the other one is coffee. It's old feeling, and so it's kind of a little moody. That's why I like doing it with the coffee. So Costco likes my stuff. Yeah, they sell my work too.
A local coffee bistro that also doubles as an art gallery becomes another venue for Inae's work.
The Wired Monk Coffee Shop have been very generous to us to give us this space to display our work. It's rather therapeutic, I think, to come in here and see all this artwork and just sit down and look around.
There are people who come in maybe for a quick coffee before going to work, but then you see business meetings taking place, tourists, locals, people from many generations. It's a hub of activity, and then surrounded by all this beautiful artwork. It's a bit of Nova Scotia culture, I think.
There's been more acrylic work from her recently.
I would like to capture the feeling of a sunny day and the warmth of it.
Always want to seek new challenges, Inae finds new inspiration when she explores acrylic paints.
There is so much freedom, just right away go to the color, and then whatever you don't like, just to paint over.
So you're going to show me some of your acrylics, eh?
Yes.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love the shadow part.
Absolutely. Spectacular.
I've noticed that there's been more acrylic work from her recently, and that she's able to connect that way that light falls and shadow and like light through trees and leaves, for example, which can be really difficult.
I would like to capture the feeling of a sunny day and the warmth of it.
Being able to work quickly and still represent light through acrylic, I find really impressive, and it kind of takes my breath away. So I'm interested to see where she continues to go with that exploration.
Still, I love watercolor, but it's more faster when I do the acrylic painting.
Her art has continued to grow as she expands her subject matter. We've seen more and more exploring the vistas that she's experienced, looking at really deep skies and expanding sort of what parts of the painting she's focusing on. So I feel like over time here at the gallery, she's been interested in more of the experience of living on the East Coast and everything that you can do here.
The building itself is just a square, but it's some movement from the trees.
The Nova Scotia subjects that continue to draw Inae's attention never cease to surprise the viewer.
What else do you have to show me?
Oh, you're gonna interested to see this.
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. That's my building. You're kidding me. So this is my office.
I know. I didn't know you're coming to my place.
I feel like immigrants in Nova Scotia have been so valuable to broaden all of our perspectives. When we think about art specifically, that's how we get meaningful art, is everybody's unique perspective, even though a lot of it is of the same subject matter.
What inspired you to paint this to start with?
It's a striking blue building there. And then I saw that the blue car front of the blue building. So, oh, it's so cute.
That's our logo.
Yes, that's your logo. Yes. Yeah.
Would I be able to buy it before the show?
If you want, yes, why not? I think you're the perfect person to buy this one.
So we have a deal?
Yes, of course. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What
There
a
you go.
coincidence, yes.
Inae's creative journey comes full circle as she gives back to the community in the classroom.
Because I was an art teacher, so it's a teaching is like a kind of is my nature. I can teach you. You can learn, and then you're gonna have joy what I have.
You could see the admiration that she has gained from the Korean community. Just to come together was so important for them.
Which I think is really good sharing because I had that feeling and then they also have that feeling too. So the roof is kind of flat, so I'm gonna just put some line, I guess. But it's not really a straight line. It's kind of broken line.
Accomplished painter, respected teacher. Perhaps it's due in part to Inae's unique spirit of creativity.
Okay, here and then that is mid-tone. So I need more water to make a mid-tone here. So it's a kind of conversation with my painting. I'm just talking to my painting. So when I do the stroke, brush stroke in here, okay, what they gonna say? So I keep going the conversation with my painting. So I'm gonna tone it down later. Sometimes the painting sing to me. It's like a choir. I can hear it. It's kind of a choir is sing to me all the time. It's like a cheerful and a playful with color. So it's please come to my painting. You can play with me. Yeah, that kind of feeling.
Clearly, she can see the magic of living here, and so being inspired for me to notice that as somebody who is a local. I think that's what I get from Inae's art.
That's fantastic.
Okay, that's awesome.
It looks beautiful. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find a place somewhere very, very prominent for it to be.
Special place.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I just want to learn Halifax more. Have all kind of subject. So I'm curious and excited about have more subject and to paint. My name is Inae Kim, and here I am.